In part one, I shared something very personal. How I didn't just like sweets. I needed them. Not for hunger, but for comfort, for relief, for something I didn't know how to name. And if that story felt familiar, this part is for you. Because in part two, I want to explain the psychology behind people like me. People who keep reaching for sweets even when they promise themselves they won't. Here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. First, we're not craving sugar. We're craving emotional regulation. Psychology shows that sugar spikes dopamine very quickly. So the brain learns a shortcut. Feel low, eat sweet, feel better. Over time, emotions stop being processed and start being medicated. Stress? Sweet. Loneliness? Sweet. Boredom? Sweet. This isn't a lack of discipline. It's the nervous system looking for safety the fastest way it knows how. Second, many of us aren't emotionally weak. We're emotionally sensitive. We feel deeply. We notice tone shifts, mood changes, unspoken tension. But instead of expressing it, we internalize it. Psychology links this to high emotional reactivity and low emotional expression. So sweetness becomes a quiet hug. One that doesn't ask questions. One that doesn't reject us. Third, our brain gets trapped in reward-seeking mode. Modern sugar isn't just food. It's stimulation. It hijacks the brain's reward circuitry. Sometimes the sweet hits perfectly. Sometimes it doesn't. That unpredictability creates what psychologists call variable reinforcement. The same mechanism behind slot machines. So we keep reaching. Not because we're hungry, but because we're chasing a feeling that never fully lasts. Fourth, many of us grew up associating sweets with love and relief. Good grades, celebrations, bad days. Sweets were always there. Our brain wired sugar with safety very early. This is classical conditioning. So as adults, when life feels overwhelming, our mind reaches for what once felt like care. Not because we're childish, but because our brain remembers. And finally, we're often harder on ourselves than we admit. After the sweet comes guilt.
Shame.
I have no willpower. That shame raises stress. Stress increases cravings. And the cycle continues. Psychology calls this self-criticism-driven behavior. The sweeter the escape, the heavier the self-blame. Here's the truth most of us miss. This isn't about quitting sweets. It's about understanding why we need them so badly. When emotional needs go unmet, the body finds substitutes. And food is the easiest one. So if part one felt uncomfortably accurate, and part two feels like it's describing you, you're not broken. You're patterned. And once patterns are seen, they can be changed.